Hey, what's up, my friends? Jason Woodland here with Always the Journey TV. We are on interview number 22. So extremely exciting. I love sitting down with friends all around the community and learning more about what they're doing for their business, their side hustles, their jobs, their art, and so forth. And that's the whole objective here, is to sit down in a virtual setting and learn more on a granular level what people are doing out there in the community, because there's a lot of things that people might be able to utilize for those products or services. And also, being able to learn more about the people that they know right next to them. So I'm really excited about that. And I sincerely appreciate you spending your time watching these wonderful and fun interviews and learning about all these great people. Today's small business shout out is a cute little coffee joint out in Tooele, Utah. It's on Main Street, and it's called Jana's Java. So if you're ever out there in Tooele, it's got a couple of drive-ups from what I'm understanding. Go there and support local business. It's always a good thing. So today I'm really excited about introducing to you a friend of mine that I've known for many years. Her name is Julie Meadows. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about her before we bring her into the show. She's got a really cool background and has done a lot of really amazing things. So Julie has been many things in her life, including a musician, an artist, graphic designer, and now a video creator and editor of her own family YouTube channel, which has been wildly successful. She started out taking guitar lessons and played relentlessly at the age of 15 years old. And by the time she was 17, she was playing in one of her favorite bands, who were then signed to a record label, and they had a manager, and they moved out to Boston, where they were headquartered. She played all over New England for the next 2 years, and then continued on moving around the country and playing in bands such as Clear in Salt Lake City, Utah, and Bohemian Grove in Zanesville, Ohio. For the next 10 years, she toured nationally and was able to open up for such bands such as Deftones, Dropkick Murphys, Mastodon, Black Dahlia Murder, Stained, Jucifer, and Sam Black Church, just to name a few. A handful of years later, she ultimately met the love of her life, Andrew, who is also a good friend. And within a couple of years, they were married. Also, exactly 1 year later, they welcomed their son, Maximus, into the world. Later on, she had the desire to have a YouTube channel that could support their family while having a great time doing it. It also became an obsession for her, and she began studying and reading everything she could get her hands on so she could get better at it. Getting better equipment, understanding YouTube algorithms. She also spent thousands of hours with no or barely any income, and had the goal in sight that the knowledge is, once she gained all of that, to a certain point, she was going to get the views and the subscribers, and the income would come later on. And it surely did. Within 2 years, she turned a channel with barely any views, attention, really bad edited videos and poor quality, to a popular and successful family YouTube channel with over 500 videos, 28,000 subscribers, and over 19 million total views. It's now the sole income source for her family, allowing Andrew to quit his job and help her with the channel full time. In this interview, we're going to learn how she made this life transition and what inspired her to ultimately do so. Ladies and gentlemen, friends, please allow me to introduce my friend, Julie Meadows. What's happening?
Hi, Jason.
It's so good to see you. What's going on?
Yeah, nice to see you too. Just enjoying the lovely Christmas tree.
Yeah, it is a lovely
Just
Christmas
gazing
tree.
at it.
That is awesome. So, Julie, you've got a really successful YouTube channel, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun for us to learn about the process of you building that. But can you tell me a little bit about sort of the connection from when you were a musician all the way to getting that YouTube channel? Can you tell us a little bit about that period of time?
Well, yeah, I just kept chasing different career paths and different callings, I would say. I would feel very passionately about them, and I would follow them as far as I could, but I always kind of felt this isn't not quite, maybe this situation isn't quite right. It's going to be another thing. So I've kind of done that my whole life with, playing guitar in bands. I was very passionate about it, but It wasn't, even when you're fairly successful in the underground scene, you know, you still are not making hardly, and not a livable income. And so just, you know, the real world hits you and you realize, am I going to keep doing this? Or, you know, so especially with a child, I had a little boy that I had to take care of. So, you know, that just led to the tattooing, and did that for a while. And I'm an avid artist. I've always been an artist my whole life. Since I was a little girl, I've just been obsessed with drawing. And so I did the tattoo thing, thinking that that was a natural progression. I love tattoos. I'm going to follow this, and this will be my new passion. And I just kept ignoring all these little signs that I probably shouldn't be doing that. I was always insanely nervous. I couldn't like stop the shaking, which is not good. I mean, you know, I was always, before every tattoo, I was like breathing out my nose, like, stop, calm down, calm down. I don't know why. I would say like 80% of the time I was really nervous. I just didn't feel it in my heart that that's what I wanted to do. I tried to what I wanted to do. I tried to pretend that I was passionate about it, but it, you know, wasn't. So fast forward 10 years later, I just knew this is all I had wasted 10 years of my life on this career. I've put everything into it, knowing that it wasn't quite what I should be doing. And when I had Max, I just knew this is not what I want to do. I need to just stop this now, stay home with my child, and I know in my heart what I'm meant to do, and what I'm going to be good at will happen. So I just had this knowledge, and it was going to be a small business. It was going to be something I was doing myself. I just knew that I had to make it work. I had to stay home with my child. I had to have a healthy career that was healthy for me, and just you know, productive to, you know, all the good positive change I was trying to make in my life. And so I just had that knowledge, and I just kept trying things out until the YouTube channel happened.
Nice. So, from what I understand, Max was really interested in watching YouTube videos, and he really liked the videos of the
Yeah.
inflatables, and then he also liked those like floundering characters, right? So
Yeah.
tell me about that process, and what got him interested in those kind of YouTube videos, and then what made you think, gosh, this is maybe something we should do.
Well, yeah, he just started becoming obsessed. Like as a baby, we took walks every day. That was our thing. I would pop him in a stroller, and we would just take walks around the neighborhood, you know, for like an hour at a time, quite far distances sometimes. So I explored all the neighborhoods around us, and during the holidays, we would see the inflatable decorations in people's yards, and he just lost it, even as a baby, just pointing at it, just loving it. And so I would choreograph our walks to go to all the houses that I knew had decorations. And that's what we would do every day during the holidays, Halloween and Christmas. When the weather was good, that's what we did. We just looked at the decorations. And so I eventually started recording them with my phone so he could watch them later. And the wacky waving inflatable guys at the car dealerships just happened to see one day out his window and lost his mind. Yeah, lost his mind. And he could barely talk. And he said, "Wind guy, wind guy." That's what he called them, wind guys. And he was just obsessed. So we had to stop our car and pull up next to it and just let him watch it for like 15 minutes to get it out of the system. So I started recording those as well so he could watch them later. And then I realized, oh my gosh, I bet YouTube might have some videos about these things that I can play for him. He would love that. And so I just, you know, searched, and I found a few cute little videos that a lot of people will film those wacky waving guys to music. So like they're dancing. So there's
Oh,
quite
fun.
a few videos of these dancing. Yeah. And I noticed there was one video, a little boy, there was like two little twin boys, and they had one of those things and they were playing with it. And that was Max's favorite video. He loved it. He loved that human, you know, the other videos were just the guy and some music and editing and everything, but he really liked the one with the kids interacting with it. And it just kind of gave me an idea. I was like, this is the only one I could find any people in it. And there's a whole niche in there. And I saw how many views they were getting. I mean, hundreds of thousands of views, millions maybe, on these videos. And I just started putting two and two together and, looking up the yard inflatables and everything. And just kind of what I knew he would really love. I couldn't quite find those types of videos, like, fun, interacting with these things, like playing with them, like they're in your home and you're playing with them. And there was a lot of just unboxings and just official, this is this, and kind of boring, how to set it up. And so I just started thinking about it, and we bought one for Max, one of the inflatables, and just decided to record it, and it was adorable, and he loved it. He loved it so much, and that's just so we put it on YouTube just so he could watch it later,
Yeah.
and it just started getting views. It just started getting views, and so we created this YouTube channel and just started filming. Anytime we were able to afford one of those things, we would film opening it and playing with it. But mostly we would film other people's houses because we didn't quite have enough money to be buying all these things all the time. So we would go driving around, find a cool house with a lot of them and just film them all season long. We would just film everybody's houses, go to Main Street downtown in Salt Lake, look for the wacky guys and fairs and things, and film them and put them up on our YouTube. And lo and behold, more and more views started coming in.
Wow.
It wasn't a lot. It wasn't a lot at all at first. And watching the other channels that he watched, I could tell these families were, I could see their beginning videos, and they were just in a humble abode, just a humble family house. And then toward the more recent ones, after they'd been going for a few years, I mean, we're talking pimped out houses behind them, like you could tell that they were making a lot of money making these videos. And you could see the progression from, the few years ago to now, just how many more views they were getting, how they'd progressed at editing. And it was obvious that you can make a pretty good income. So I started looking into that, reading everything I could about it, and realizing that, yeah, you can really get a great income from YouTube, even if you're not in the top tier. Just the middle tier people can make a really nice income that can support their families. So that became my obsession. And due to how excited Max was about it, he loved doing it. It just made sense and it just fit. And that was my fire. I became obsessed. I knew that this was what we were going to do, and I was going to make it happen. So
I love it. I love the story of the scrappiness and how much time you dedicated in learning this process. And my wife, Kate, loves your channel. She's always telling me about the different videos you've got going on. And she actually says that you're one of her favorite personalities. So that's really awesome.
That's so cool. I like hers as well. But that's great. That's awesome.
Yeah, definitely. So tell me, what was your initial feeling when you started seeing those? Sorry, what was that?
Oh, I let my silly comes out when I make these videos. I do voices and I just get really silly. So
well, that's awesome. Because it makes it more fun and it shows that human element within the video.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
So tell me, what was your initial feeling when you started seeing some of these views really start stacking up? Because you've got some of these videos that are well over 1 million views now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was really, in the beginning, we were really excited when we got a few thousand. That was so exciting. I remember when one of our first videos got 1,000, and it was our first viral video, which is, once it reaches in the thousands, it's kind of like a snowball effect happens. And so we had a couple videos that at different points were just snowballing and getting into the tens of thousands. And that was really exciting. But at that point, we weren't monetized yet because you had to have 1,000 subscribers to be monetized. So we were getting all these views, but no money. we were just hoping that the views and the subscribers would hurry and do this, so get more subscribers so we could get monetized and then be able to make money off these. So I remember being really excited about the views, but we were like, oh, we're not monetized yet. Stop. We need more subscribers. So we kind of I just pushed it as far as I could on Instagram, Facebook. I tried to promote us as much as I could to get more subscribers. And I was just it was like a drive, like a fundraiser drive to get subscribers. And it worked steadily. I mean, it took a while. We had our channel for probably 2 years before we were monetized. And it's only been like a year and a half, I think. Yeah, about a year and a half. Yeah, it was like May of 2018, I think. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. So, and
So,
you'd been working on it for a
but
handful of years even before that happened, right?
yeah, and we it used to be once you reach 10,000 views, it was like 3 different criteria. Once you reach that, you could be monetized. So I worked my butt off, and we reached that. We were monetized for 2 months. And then YouTube came back and said, "Oh, we're changing the rules and the guidelines. There's too many people trying to share all these ads. We need to make it more lucrative." And so then they changed it to 1,000 subscribers. And at that point, we only had like 200. So we got unmonetized after all that work, and I was like, oh my gosh. And it was literally another year before we got 1,000. And at different points, I had just like really become disgruntled. I sometimes you put all your effort into a video and you think it's so great and nobody cares about it. And then you'll put this dumb video up that you're like, I'll kind of be thinking, should I even put this up? Like, this is just us at Walgreens. Like, one of our top videos is just us at Walgreens filming the Halloween things, especially the Nightmare Before Christmas things I get. That's all it is with my dumb phone. It's like, it was like a bad quality phone, bad quality video. It was embarrassing. And it has like 1.4 million now. And I'm like, no, why? Like,
Oh my gosh, that's
so it
funny.
doesn't make sense. Yeah. And then these other videos that took me weeks to edit and put together, special effects, like 100,000. So you never know. You just never know. It's really weird. You just
Well,
got to
it's really
relax and
funny.
just enjoy the ride.
Yeah, definitely. It takes time, and I know what you mean, because there was actually one period of time. This is maybe 3 years ago. I did a little short video outside of my office during a snowstorm one day, but it wasn't really snowing too badly, and I posted it on Twitter, and that video actually went viral. It was an 18-second video, and ultimately, I mean, it had thousands and thousands of views, not only on Twitter, but then it also got picked up by AccuWeather, the Weather Channel. Ended up getting
Oh,
shared on all their channels, and then also went on to TV. And it was like, it's just the
wow.
most random video ever. And it was like an 18-second video of it snowing outside. There was nothing really interesting about it, but they used it in the backdrops of all of their reports.
Oh my gosh, that's so great. I know, it's crazy, right? It's like the stuff you never think. Like, I mean, every now
Exactly.
and then it is one of the videos you try to make it good. It does do well every now and then, but it's like really strange what the algorithm picks up, what people choose, and thumbnails. It's just so random, and it's very very confusing, and it's very hard to figure out. And I understand why so many people drop out, devoting like a couple years of your life passionately, hours and hours to this with no pay, trying to scramble and figure out what these algorithms mean and what they want and what you're supposed to do. And it's so confusing. So at certain points, I almost quit. I almost just stopped and said, I'm going to just do
Wow.
this other thing. Or yeah, I started an eBay store at one point because I thought YouTube just wasn't doing that great. And it was just all that effort. I was very disappointed and very tired, and just bummed out about it. I didn't even post a video for about a month or something. That was the summer right before last year when we really started getting big. So it was just like a month or two later that we got our first viral video, and I was almost given up. And I got this eBay store and I got all this inventory, and all of a sudden blew up. And I need to put all my attention into this channel, and I've got all this crap I bought on eBay. So it's just funny how things work. I thought I was gonna have to switch, and then yeah, life just throws you some fun little surprises sometimes.
Well, I'm really proud of you for not quitting, because it's easy to do that. And it reminds me of the meme that is shared. It's sort of like a motivational meme where it shows the two guys and they're both digging for gold or diamonds or whatever, and it shows the one that's just like really having a tough time, but he continues going, and then he cracks through. And then you got the other guy that gets like, it shows him he's like maybe 10 feet away from gold, but then he doesn't get there because he just turns around and quits.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh yes, exactly. That's a perfect description of what I went through that year right before we, you know, you never know. You never know what's about to happen. You just don't. You know, you could get a phone call one day, you know, somebody could find you, that just things happen. You
Yep,
know, right
exactly.
when you're the most responsible. Yeah, you just got to
It's
keep with it and keep going, and yeah, and make
I
things
love
happen,
that.
because they're not going to just happen for you. Yeah, a few people get lucky, but most of the time it happens to the hard workers and the people that make it happen. Like, we get all these companies now that give us free things, and we'll get boxes in the mail of all these cool products and stuff, and get to open them, and people are like, how are you, like, all these subscribers, how are you doing that, how are they, the inflatable company's giving you all this, how did, oh, and all the other channels are like, what, how did you do that? Well, guess what, I just wrote email to everybody and said, hi, this is my channel, love to promote your product in a video. If you ever want to work with us, we would love to do that, blah, blah. And I just sent out 50 emails over, you know, a couple months to every company I could think of that would be related to our channel. And believe it or not, I mean, more often than not, they write back, oh yeah, let's do it, you know, let's something good comes out of it. They're interested because it's cheap advertising dollars for them. Just, here's a free product and I don't have to pay you. And we just get
Yeah.
free products and get to do it. So yeah, it's like, just make it happen. Just write those emails, call people, like, make it happen for yourself, and it will. Like, it's more likely than not going to happen than if you just don't do it, you know?
Yep,
So that's what I've
exactly. But
discovered, is just do it.
exactly. It's easier to quit though, right? Because you know it's tough to make the phone
Yes.
calls, it's tough to be a scrapper, it's tough to send the emails because you're going to get rejection, and most people don't like rejection. So I think the good thing about it is to
Yes.
get used to rejection, because then if you hear no 100 times, you know that a yes is coming around the corner, right?
Yeah, exactly. And you just can't take it personally. You
Yeah,
just can't take, there's 1,000 reasons why you can get rejected. 1,000, and they're none personal. None of them are personal. Like,
exactly. I
zero. They
totally
don't know
agree.
you. Yeah. So yeah, and especially, you know, when people get mean comments or something on YouTube, a lot of people, they get, I'm just gonna quit. I've seen a million people on YouTube like saying that, like, I'm just gonna quit and it's just so hard. No, that's not personal either, because they don't know you. They don't know you, and they're judging whatever it is off of what they see, a little tiny sliver of your life. And usually it's coming from, it's more having to do with them than you anyway. You know, the type of person they are, or what they need out of, like, the attention that they need. And it's usually very unhappy people that, you know, it hurts them more than it hurts you if you'll just not take it personally. You know, it's just, so like,
Yep.
if I get a negative comment, at first I was like, oh my gosh, someone was like, your house is messy, clean your house, mom. And like, I was like, no, you know, I was like, for like a couple weeks, every time we made a video, I was like, crazy mom, like, we gotta clean, you know, like, everybody clean. And then I realized, you know what, that's just not real life. I would rather have real life
Yeah.
than just be a faker, you know, like, this is our house, and people like real life anyway. That's why they watch YouTube, because they can relate, and it makes them feel, you know, like they know you more when you're more relatable, and they, you know, it's just more
Yep.
likable. I think I would rather have a little bit of a clutter and to be a happier mom and to be less stressed out in a video than worry about that. So
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
I
great. That's a very good
just
piece of
smile,
advice.
and I just don't pay attention. What's that?
Oh, that's a very good piece of advice.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good for all of life. Just don't listen to it. If you believe in yourself, you just got to care about yourself and what you're doing, and it really doesn't matter what anybody says. It really doesn't. So,
I
unless
totally
you
agree.
make it matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. So Julie, tell us about the actual channel itself. So this is the channel, Circus Maximus. Is that correct?
Yes. Yeah.
Awesome. So people
Circus
that
Maximus.
subscribe
So
to
you can
you,
just type it in YouTube.
nice.
Oh, what's that?
Oh, so people that are that subscribe to you and watch your channel, what are some of the things that they can expect to see? And tell us a little bit about why you named it Circus Maximus.
Well, first off, Circus Maximus, just because Max's name is Maximus. And circus, our house is kind of like a circus. We've got 5 children between us. They're all grown up except for Max. It's all just crazy personalities and in and out and um, just funny and entertaining, I guess, like a circus. So it just came to me. I had been thinking for maybe a week or two, and it just came to me, and I was like, that is it. That is it. I was like doing dumb playtime with Max or, you know, things like that. And it just came to me, and I was like, yes, that's it. And I didn't want to put myself in a niche area. Like a lot of the other channels in our category, a lot of families that do these videos will name their channel like uh, the Stevenson's Inflatable Channel or something like that, and I just don't want to like put myself in that corner if Max at any point decides he doesn't like these things anymore. I don't want to say this is the only kind of videos we can do. I want to like slowly, kind of put other videos in there too to have a really diverse set of things that people can expect from us. So
Yeah, that's a good
yeah, it's
idea. And
when you watch our channel, yeah. Yeah, I just want to a lot of the children's area in YouTube is very lucrative. The advertising is great. They pay a lot, probably more than other categories on YouTube. Children's at higher revenue, they get a lot more advertisements, they pay a lot more. It's very lucrative. And there are a lot of channels, some of the top channels out there that just do imaginative play like videos where they just like will have interact with a prop or something like here's our baby alien and like just weird stuff, and they get all these millions of views and it's just ridiculous. And so I kind of see I pay attention to everything. I pay attention to the thumbnails, and I just want to have a diverse set of videos to where we can kind of push this imaginative stuff. Every now and then we'll throw a video out. Max goes through a portal to Halloween Town and meets Zero and Jack Skellington, and I have a green screen and there's little Max in Halloween Town with Zero and Jack, and I do videos like that every now and then because that's what I eventually want to work toward. Always having is just these fun imaginative videos. And Max, he has a little magic wand in some videos. He'll he turned his BB-8 inflatable into a real BB-8, and it becomes his friend and follows him around, things like that. So pretty much if you watch our channel, it is related to these inflatables and the wacky guys, and there's a lot of unboxings, but I try to throw in the fun and the imagination to every video. Like instead of just doing an unboxing, we'll do it like it comes out of the chimney. Oh my gosh, there's a box. Where did it come from? Or there's something on our doorstep and it's like from this evil wizard that's trying to spy on us, but it's inflatable. We have to open it, just kind of just trying to throw it out there so that we can eventually kind of pull people into what I really want to do. I love these things, but there's a great chance that he's going to outgrow it at some point. I'm not going to keep making the kid do them if he doesn't want to do it. It's all about what Max wants to do. Yeah. So, I mean, Max controls our channel. He really does. I can't make him do videos he doesn't want to do. So he's the director of our channel. It's like all up to him. I've realized, let's just let this kid kind of direct everything and it will always turn out the best. The way Max wants to do it is usually always the best. So when I just relax and like give control to this little boy, because sometimes I thought, no, it's going to be like this. And it's just stressful and dumb. So now I'm just like, hey, Max, what are we going to do? And I just follow his lead, and it's always great. So yeah, the main rule for our channel is it's what Max is into. This channel's for him. I'm not going to stage mom, make him do anything he doesn't want to do. If he ever doesn't want to do the channel, that's fine. It's all up to him. I just want him to have fun. I want our family to have fun and good memories and experiences, and I want that to reflect in the videos. I don't ever want to be one of those channels that they get to a certain level and it's just fake. Like, until they're just forcing the videos because they got to get another video out so they can make that income. And I see it happening, and it's just awful. I just want to keep changing and morphing and going wherever Max wants to go, and developing these characters and developing storylines and more voices because that's what I'm doing. And so yeah, it's just craziness. It's just inflatables, unboxing things, decorating, filming other people's houses, just random imaginative videos that I'll just think of at the last minute, or Max will, and we just make it happen. Like, we're about to film one where Max goes through his Christmas archway inflatable and discovers it's really a portal to Christmas Town. So he's going to go through it, and I'll use the special effects to make it look like a portal. And then he's going to come out, he's in a Christmas Town, and he's an elf. He turns into an elf, and he's got to try to help Santa. Santa's missing, and he needs to deliver the presents and everything. And so we sat down as a family and wrote all of this, and it's going to be great. It's going to be great. He has an animatronic dragon that's going to pull his little sled, and his sled is the rocking chair I'm sitting in. It was all his idea. It's great. So, I mean, just that stuff.
God.
When we sit down as a family, just write the stuff. That's what happens. So yeah, it's just,
that is so cool. I absolutely love that.
Oh yeah, thanks.
Absolutely. So from what I understand, you guys are looking at maybe doing a couple more channels. Tell me a little bit about what the future holds for you, being a professional YouTuber like yourself.
Yeah, well, I know a lot of people probably know that on YouTube there's a huge market for video game channels, like gamers, just like Twitch, where people play video games and people watch them. And we have I have a son, Andy's son, that's into that stuff. So I've kind of learned a lot about it and what's popular. And the Minecraft stuff is really big. And just so happens I've been playing Minecraft since it started, pretty much. I'm an avid gamer. I play Call of Duty. I play everything. I've been an avid gamer since I was a kid. I've always played video games, and I've always been really good at them. And so me and Max are always playing Minecraft together, and it's really funny. The banter is hilarious. Just us together. And I keep thinking, oh my gosh, this would be great if we did a gaming channel, because this is funny. And just how Max is, he'll say, oh, Mommy, go do this. And it's just funny. And we have so much fun doing it. We might as well film that part of our life, might as well film that. I think we could do pretty well. And we already have people that like us that would probably watch it. So that's going to be our next step, is that we're going to do that. That's going to happen in the next couple of weeks. We just got all the equipment for it, and getting it all tested out and worked out. And we're going to just start doing that. And then little Max will have his own little headset, and he's going to start playing too. But right now he enjoys watching me more. So, and he's really pumped about it, because he watches a lot of these channels and the Minecraft channels, and he loves them. So the thought that he's going to have one is very exciting.
Oh, that is way cool, Julie. I love hearing about that. So if someone wants to follow you, then they go to Circus Maximus on YouTube. So make sure you go there and subscribe to your channel. The thing I'd like to know now, Julie, as we go to a wrap up, I'd like to know what one of your favorite songs or favorite quotes or both is.
Okay, I'll give you both just because they both popped up really quickly. My favorite song of all time, and probably not a lot of your viewers might know this, but At the Gates, Cold. It's one of my favorite songs from the Swedish metal band At the Gates.
Awesome.
Yeah, they have a song called Cold, and I just love it. I get goosebumps, and yeah. But anyway, someone might know that. My favorite quote, this is my all-time favorite quote. It is, if you want it bad enough, you'll make it happen. If you don't, you'll make excuses.
I love that.
It.
Those are very, very, very powerful. So I sincerely appreciate you, sharing your time with me today, so we can learn more about you. And I'd like to. I mean, that quote is absolutely amazing. But if someone were to be watching this video and they were maybe having a tough time in their life, or they were hitting up against a barrier within their job or their business or their art and so forth, what is that one piece of advice you'd share with that person to help them stick with it and break through? What would you say?
I would say the obstacle is the way. When bad things happen in your life, and things, negative things happen, it's usually the path. That's the path you need to take. You just need to break through that barrier. That's what life is trying to teach you. Whatever is in your way is there for you to break through it, because that will teach you what you need to know right now. So to run away from it, you're just going to keep hitting the wall over and over and over. But if you learn how to work through whatever it is in your way, just work through it, give it your all, break through it, and learn what you can from it, it will be your biggest teacher and your biggest opportunity. So
Oh, that is absolutely awesome advice, Julie. This has been a sincere pleasure spending this time with you today, learning about your business, your YouTube channel, your family. Tell Andy I said what's up again. Much love to you guys, and I wish you crazy success in these further endeavors. And we're going to continue watching Circus Maximus. I invite my viewers to follow Julie on Circus Maximus. Make sure you subscribe. And if you don't mind, Julie, I'm going to wrap up the show. I'm going to put you in the green room for a few moments. Is that okay with you?
Sure, that's fine. I enjoy it there.
All right. Thank you so much, Julie, for being on the show with me today. It's been a sincere pleasure.
Thank you so much. I had a great time.
Awesome. All right. Hang tight for just one moment.
Okay.
So there you go, my friends. Julie Meadows with Circus Maximus, her YouTube channel. She is absolutely amazing. She's got an amazing attitude. She's a scrapper. She makes things happen. Definitely follow her channel there, and also check out her new channels as they come out in the next couple of weeks or so. So anyway, thank you very much for joining us on Always the Journey TV. And please feel free to subscribe to the channel and give us a thumbs up, and also make a comment and ask us about anything that you've got questions on this particular interview. Thank you very much for your time, and have a wonderful rest of your day.